So child, I am tired already. Hey guys, it's your girl Sydney, one with the sun. I am in New York. I see my brain feels scrambled to pieces. Okay, I was not in a flow state. I came here, I took the bus up here. I came here, I was like, okay, my charger broke last night, so I wanted to go to Target and I wanted to go to Zara before I dropped my luggage off my Airbnb. Scratch that, honey. We need to get rid of this heavy load and then maybe go ahead and find a nearby store for my charger. All right, so we made it to Queen Village. I'm going to go down the elevator, guys, because I'm so tired of having to drag my suitcase up the stairs, down the stairs, and then it's just one bus that I gotta catch, and then it's a 6-minute walk off of the bus. And then from that, I'm gonna go to Target to get my charger. And I do think that I need some deodorant, not gonna lie. So we are here in Queens.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can
Maybe not.
Put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the booth. I'm talking about dark room, perfume. Go.
All right, guys, your girl made it to the Airbnb. This is super duper cute. It looks better in person. Online, I was kind of unsure on how it was gonna look, but this is super duper cute. Okay, I'm loving everything about this.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that
I don't know what the deal is with artists not coming out for 2 hours later.
trusted, I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you and you're in the mood for empathy. Is blood in my pen. Better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie. Sorry, they say conversation. I can tell.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl Sydney, one with the sun, and I am feeling fresh, honey. It's currently Saturday, November 29th. It's like 7:40 in the morning. Your girl just got up. I had such a great sleep. Like, this bed, I love a good bed. Okay, so we just got out of the shower. I'm about to brush my teeth, rinse my mouth with some mouthwash, because what I want to do today, I want to go to the Brooklyn Bowl first. First, I need to go to a Luggage Hero location and drop my luggage off, so I'm not wheeling it all across New York. So I'm going to find a place to drop my luggage off that's close to where I need to be for the bus to pick me up. And then I want to go to the Brooklyn Museum. I want to go to this one place where you can, it's like a photo booth. I wanted to go to the Bryant Winter Village to get the tomato soup and the grilled cheese bites, because those have been on my mind ever since I've been seeing the TikTok video. So she was extra spicy. Going with our tongue scraper. A lot of y'all need this, no shade. I got my pearly whites going on, y'all, feeling super duper clean. So I'm also going to pack myself up as I go.
I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. I know you what you want. Oh, I just put it in the song.
I used to absolutely love Tarte. When I stopped using Tarte, I still have. Going to let that sit and let it dry right away so it can have more of a pigmented, and it can, you know, place on my face without it just being spotty or patchy. Like, soon as you don't want to, when you put concealer on, you don't want to blend it right away, because the product, it's going to pick up more product on your brush, on your and personally, guys, I don't like to, face is itching. I've completely transitioned to using brushes. I love an all brush makeup look. Like, I'm a brush girl now. We don't do quarter zips. We don't do booty blenders. Left side, right side. Left side, right side. Team left side. And just kind of look and judge. The worst thing is to have too much product on your face. I'm gonna do blush. We're gonna do a whirl, and we're gonna go in. All right, guys, and this is my finished look. I'm about to head out the door and make my way to Manhattan to drop off my luggage and to start my day. So I'll see you guys later. Get into it. I just look so good. Like, this is giving P&D grown woman, everything and more. Like, top tier quality. Wagyu. Steak and Alfredo music. Material. Alright, guys, and this is my finished look today. Nothing doing too much. We got some jeans from Savers, this jacket I thrifted from Savers, and this white t-shirt. And I just got some tennis shoes that I brought with me to New York because I wasn't about to pack my whole entire life to get here. But absolutely just loving this top half. Now we could do some kitten heels. We could do a better pair of shoes to just girl this outfit up and just to make it more cuter. But I'm absolutely loving the top half. Like, this is just giving everything and more. It's giving businesswoman. It's giving businesswoman jogger at 3. But you think I'm a fool if I'm only wearing this outside, okay? Suede leather. The emos go crazy. What are we thinking? I'm thinking yes. Say yes to the dress. Alright, this is my finished look. I decided just to button a couple more buttons on this so my hoo-has isn't all out and people think I'm crazy. I will see you guys at the next location. Alright, guys, we made it to the Brooklyn Museum. I paid $1 for this ticket. Online they said I had to pay $20, but she was like, you can pay anything that you want to. I'm like, well, can I just give you $1? Like, okay. So I'm going to use the bathroom first, and then I'm going to go to the first exhibit that I wanted to see.
Thinking that he lies still, so you cry still. Tears all in a pillowcase. Big girls all get a little taste out. Pushing me away so I give her space out. Dealing with a heart that I didn't break. I'll be there for you. I would care for you. I keep thinking you just don't know. that just don't show. When you're ready, just say you're ready. When all the baggage just ain't as heavy and the party's over, just don't forget me. We'll change the pace and we'll just go slow. You won't ever have to worry. You won't ever have to hide. And you've seen all my mistakes, so look me in my eyes. 'Cause if you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. I've loved and I've lost.
This is my finished tour of the Brooklyn Museum. It is literally so huge, so big that I just do not have enough time to go see everything. But now I'm about to go make my way to take a photo booth at this hotel.
Give me the yes. Make her arch her back. She give me the best. She give me the X. Walk inside that bank, they give me the check. Pick her core crap with her money spent. Keep her old stick, army vet. Keep my new cheeks, tsunami wet.
The series, goddamn, 721.
So I'm waiting in the line to board the bus. Boards at 7, and I stopped at a deli before I came here. I tried to go to the Bryant Village Park. It was so many people. The line was outrageous. I did want to try the tomato soup and the grilled cheese bites, but the line was too long, and I probably would still be in line if I didn't move. So I wound up just stopping at a deli, and I got a Reuben.
I'll throw myself to my feet and then drag you up.
Wow. Hopefully it's nice. I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10. I would prefer my bread to be just a tad bit more toastier and maybe just a little bit more mustard for spice wise, but super flavorful, hits the spot. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm home and I'm in my 2-piece pajama set with my bonnet with a little cherry on top, and I'm so happy to be home. Thank you, God, for allowing me to make it back in one piece. I'll make sure to spill all the tea and all the details and insight on my New York trip tomorrow, because it was not all glitz and glamour, honey, okay? It was not. But the first 20, y'all heard of first 48? I'm going to tell you my first 24. Good morning, guys. It's your girl, Sydney, one with the sun, and today is November 30th, and it is currently 9:07 a.m. I had such a good sleep, y'all. It is nothing like sleeping in your own bed. The Airbnb that I booked was so comfortable, but let's save that for later on. We got tea. So this is a brand that I buy all the time. Is the lemon just woke up. The lemon ginger with probiotics. This is a recurrent buy in my household. It's like a thing where like I'll drink tea consistently for like a week or two and then completely drop off. But baby, I was already in routine before Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving came, New York came, and we got to get back into routine. Okay, my birthday is in July, summertime, and you know, that's all I need to say is that my birthday is in July, and that's all that needs to be said. Like, girl, calm down. Like, you just my brain telling me just tell her the plans. Girl, calm down. So I'm getting back into routine, and I'm starting my day with a hot cup of coffee with some lemon in it. Cause baby, Thanksgiving ate, New York ate. The food in New York, it lives up to the hype. I'm sorry. I see a lot of TikTok reviews saying, oh, it's not worth the hype. It's not worth the hype. Baby, to me, it was worth the hype. But we gotta talk about them prices. One, how was y'all Thanksgiving? How was any Thanksgiving beef? Slide in my DMs and let me know. I can get you right front seat and we can share your story today. Anyways, guys, my Thanksgiving was pretty chill. I went over to my sister's house. I went to my sister's house. I went to go, I ate, I collected a plate, and I went right back home just because I literally needed to pack and do everything for New York the next morning. And, you know, around the holidays, it's just not, I'm not that excited jumping with joy to go and celebrate the holidays with my families because it's just like kind of like a lackluster event. It's just feel like it's always missing something, missing a lot. So yes, I did have a good time. Actually, like when I left and was driving home, I was like, oh, honestly wish I would have stayed a little bit longer. But anyways, that was in the past. So y'all, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a last minute packer. The girl does well under pressure. So, and then it wasn't even a lot to pack because I was just going up to New York for like a day and a half. So I came home, I started packing. I had to re-bleach my eyebrows, do my lash clusters. If you guys want a tutorial on my lash clusters, let me know. I love to bleach my eyebrows when I do color hair. My eyebrows I've only ever did like red eyebrows and blonde eyebrows, and why ain't nobody telling me that blonde eyebrows? No. Okay, so the blonde eyebrows were cute when they were fading, but when they were fresh, dyed, bleached, bright, it was like, oh, she's trying to find herself. It was giving one of those moments. So guys, I caught the mega bus. Well, you know, mega bus is Peter Pan for my locals in the Baltimore area. So the last time I had been to New York was in 2023, and I saw SZA at the MSG, and I caught the mega bus up there. I love that experience. I wound up staying in a hotel, the Martinique Hotel, right on Times Square. I was literally out looking Times Square, and it was such a cute experience, and I wound up like sightseeing the day after. For me personally, I love traveling out of town for a concert. I just feel like it just brings a different energy, and I don't know, that's just always been my thing, like when it comes to concerts. So this time around, the hotels were super duper ooper pooper expensive because, you know, it was right after the holiday, and I was like, I'm not about to pay $200, $300 for a hotel that I'm just going to be staying one night in. When I went in 2023, I'm pretty sure that it was a reasonable price because it was 2 years ago. We wasn't dealing with all this craziness that we were dealing with now. So that was a good experience. So I was like, okay, this time around, I kind of want to have more. I kind of want to immerse myself into the city than just like having a hotel and that. So I booked this cozy Airbnb in Queens, New York, guys. When I say the pictures do not do it justice. In person, it was such a cute, cozy, warm, just like a nice space for you just to lay your head at. I absolutely love everything about the Airbnb. Like, it was like, okay, like anytime I ever heard about the New York housing, it was always giving you that y'all got a place like this, like a little closet like this. So to see, and that's probably more in the city, but since I was in Queens and more of like, I guess like an open, bigger neighborhood, 10 out of 10 experience. I loved it. The owners, Nicole, she was such a sweetheart. I would book that again. And it was so close to catching the Q83 bus, which is down the street. I'm already talking like a New Yorker. Q83 bus, Jamaica Hillside. No, guys, so let's get into the trip. My bus, y'all, I was supposed to catch the 10:45 bus to White Marsh. So, of course, a last minute shopper. New York was cold. So I was like, okay, let me go to the mall. I want to get a scarf, and I wanted to get some ballet slipper slides because one of my outfits, I was like, okay, that would be really cute. So I did not find the ballet slipper slides, but I did go to H&M. My bag is right here. I did go to H&M and bought 2 scarves for 30% off. Actually, I don't feel like it. Y'all see them another time. So I'm on okay. So I got the scarves. Then y'all, I was in the Chick-fil-A line and it took so freaking long. In my head, I'm like, okay. And it was just right around the corner. Like if you know where White Marsh Mall is and then where the park and ride is, it's not even like a 5-minute distance. So I'm like, okay, y'all, I should have just went on going. But I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get my food. You know, the bus, it ain't gonna pull up right then and there. I was deceived. Baby, I got there, bus gone. I was like, oh, is the bus still coming? Is it still coming? They're like, it's gone. So luckily there was a bus pulling up 15 minutes later. And this nice man, he was like, look, I don't usually do this. That's what they always say. I don't usually do this. But for you, he allowed me to get on the next bus coming for free of charge. And it was also a girl in line. She was like, I got there at 10:46 and the bus was gone, y'all. The bus was supposed to be there at 10:45. Maybe at 10:46, it was gone. And that's just kind of like an unheard experience with buses, because I usually feel like they maybe have like a 5 to 10 grace period. Not this time. But I find it funny, on the way back to Baltimore, I booked the 7 o'clock bus. Originally, I had booked the 5:30 bus, y'all. I booked the 5:30 bus. I had went to the Brooklyn Museum. I was like, okay, from the Brooklyn Museum, I'm going to go to the Bryant Winter Village, and I wanted to try Gunther's, their grilled cheese bites, and their tomato soup. Mind you, the day started. I was like, oh, I'm bragging. I was bragging about finally getting the hang of catching, the New York public transportation, the trains and the subways and the buses and the cars. Baby, I bragged too soon because I caught the wrong train and I wound up going further down in Brooklyn. And the Lyft and the Uber prices are ridiculous. From Brooklyn to Queens, from anywhere, guys, it's charging you $60, $70, $80. I was like, all right, no, baby. Like, anytime I ever looked at a Lyft and Uber price, I went on walking, okay? It honestly, like, it wasn't even that bad. It's just catching the hang of it. But I think I just got too confident, too fast. And I was like, okay, I'm on the right train. And I wasn't. So going back and catching the wrong train, I was like, okay, I'm not going to make it by 5:30. I wound up pushing my time back from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. I was okay. Well, this will leave me enough time to go back into the city, go to the Bryant Winter Village Park to grab my grilled cheese bites and get my luggage and go to Port Authority.
The things that you've lied about.
Them lines. That Winter Village Park was packed. I was like, okay, like, is it crack in the food? What is it? So I finally, and then the directory that they had to find each of the food stands was kind of confusing, but I wound up just looking at the top of like the letterhead, if that's what it's called, and finding it. Y'all, the line was so long. Okay, if I stay in this line, I'm going to miss again my 7 o'clock bus. So I wound up going to pick up my luggage from, I don't know if you guys know, but there is a thing called Luggage Hero where you can find locations that you can drop off your luggage. My charge was $13 for the whole day, where you can drop off your luggage and come back, because it was bad up to carry my luggage all around. So I love that they have that service in New York. So if you're traveling to New York, I'm not sure if any other cities did it. This is only the first city that I've done it in. Luggage Hero, you can find a space. So put your luggage in and you can go about your way. So I wound up leaving Winter's Village because I was like, I'm not about to stay in this long line. Even though the food looks so good, I'm like, oh my goodness, I wanted to try that. I wound up just going to pick up my luggage and just getting food nearby. What did I wind up? I almost jumped out of my skin to tell y'all what I got. So I was like, okay, well, let me just go to a deli, because I didn't want any fast food. I actually wanted to sit down in a bar, but I was like, okay, it's a Saturday night in New York. Girl, do you really want to miss your bus again? No, I did not. So I wound up picking up my luggage and just going to a deli right across the street. And I was like, all right, let me get a Reuben. No coleslaw. I'm not G with that. Fire, 10 out of 10. I was like, okay, I can get jiggy with it. I can get real jiggy with it. And that sandwich was about like $13. But honestly, for the taste and the price, that was super good. But let me backtrack to the first day of New York, guys. Mind you, so like I said, I missed my bus going to New York. So, that's fine. That was fine. Because, the bus came 15 minutes later. My check-in for the Airbnb was at 3 o'clock. I think we wound up getting there at 3 o'clock. Dragging my luggage from Times Square to the train station to everywhere in between, I was like the angry man from Inside Out. I was like, I need to go to this Airbnb and drop this heavy luggage off, because of course I'm an overpacker and I pack too much stuff in here. So Apple Maps, they're telling me, oh, I need to go to the subway station. Mind you, this is the first time I'm catching a subway station, because when I went in New York in 2023, everything was in walking distance. I walking distance. And that was fine. So since I was out Queens, New York, y'all, so it was telling me to catch the subway. telling me, so it was like the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad, something like that, Underground Railroad, maybe, I don't know. So going down to one train station, he like, no, it's over there. And when New Yorkers say over there, baby, it is not over there. It's over there around the corner, back and two in the front, okay? So mind you, I just got this big old suitcase. Like, it would have been fine if my suitcase just wasn't so heavy. No escalators. I'm having them. Me the whole entire time with this suitcase. So finally found the train. So I sit down. I'm like, praise God. So the man comes talking about where my ticket. So I'm like, I pull my Omni card out. I'm like, oh, you mean? He like, no, sister, you got to spend even more money. I know you just bought that card for $10, but you got to buy a whole different card. So it's kind of like almost like the Amtrak train here. And I just bought a ticket on the MTA train pass that they had up there. Luckily, this woman, she was helping me. And that's one thing about New York. The people that I encountered, they were just so nice and so helpful. Like, oh, you know, one lady helped me put my luggage over the overhead bin, and everyone was just so helpful. But I spent $14 on that ticket, and then he was like, oh, all you needed to pay was $5. Well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that, sir. But it was cute. Nonetheless, I wound up getting off the train and just, you know, catching the bus right outside the train station. And it was like, honestly, a 7-8 minute walk from the bus stop to the Airbnb. But it was also cold and it was also windy. So when I got to the Airbnb, I was kind of like, all right, child, I'm not really feeling it. You know, it's cold, it's windy. I was just dragging a suitcase everywhere. I got lost. I'm like, oh, child. And the concert, I think I wound up checking into the Airbnb at 5. My charger had broke the night before, so I had to go to Target. Luckily, it was a Target like 10 minutes away, and I went there, baby, pick up the charger, and I got back. So I took a $65 ride from Queens to Brooklyn. So I get to the concert, you know, I check my code in, and, you know, it was a cute space. You know, I was pre-gaming on the way. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, you know, I was starting to feel the vibe. So we, general admission, standing room. All the other concerts I've been to, baby, if I had a seat, and that's what I like, a seat. I like to pay for the comfort. That's what this girl does. So standing room, you know, and I was talking to these two other people beside me, and they was like, oh yeah, we're here by ourselves. You know, we was talking, chit-chatting it up. So 8 o'clock turns into 8:30. 8:30 turns into 9. So guys, I started to just get slowly a bit irritated, agitated, because like I said, I was traveling all day. My back was hurting. I was standing up. Like, I really just wanted to sit down and relax and just enjoy the concert. But baby, I was doing the opposite of it. So around 9:30, she finally had an opener, and it was cute. I did recognize one song that she had in her catalog. I never put a name to face or a face to name, but okay, little cute little vibe. So guys, right before she came out, and it's honestly like 10 o'clock now. It's 10:40. It's 9:50. It's going on 10 o'clock. It's been about 2 hours, like, before she even came out. So I was just standing, and I just got like such a wave of nausea, sickness. I just felt like I was just like crippling down. Like, I just got super sick. I felt like I was about to throw up. I was lightheaded. I was like, okay, mind you, it's crowded. So I'm like having to make my way through a sea of people. I wound up going downstairs, getting some water, sitting down for like a good 5 minutes. Like, I don't know what came over me. I was just not feeling it. And so I hear her music. So I go back upstairs. I wound up losing a good spot that I had, and I just had to sit on the skirts of the concert till the concert started. Call me a hater, I do not care. There was this boy in front of me, and when I say he was just jumping around, hip ha hoop ha, it was one of those moments like, okay, like, her songs don't require all this, but you know what, it's New York, you know, it's house music, I'm gonna let people vibe. But he was ruining my vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Call me a hater, I do not care. But it was just like, baby, I know the soles of your feet hurt because you've been jumping up and down like a kangaroo this whole. And it was this, I'm like, you know, it proves that y'all ain't got no rhythm, because, baby, all her music requires like a little head bob, a little sway, a little this, a little this. Jumping up and down like a kangaroo. So that was getting on my nerves again, child. So at this point, don't you know how you already irritated, and I feel like every little thing just adds to your irritation. So she's singing, I'm sorry. And I just feel like we just have to tell the truth these days. I was just not amazed, child. I love the album that she just dropped, Rochelle Jordan. I think her album is called 3 Well. I loved it. Like, every single song. There's probably like a good 3 or 4 songs that I don't like. Is I Shut, TTW and something else, but I absolutely love the album. So when she just said that she was going to New York, baby, I grabbed that $35 ticket. I was like, I'm going to see her. And I just wasn't amazed. Honestly, when I say 80% of the show, she was lip syncing. Even on my way out, I was hearing someone who was like, oh, like, I just wish she didn't lip sync that much. So, girl, I'm not a singer. I don't know what goes behind lip singing and the mic being turned on, but yours was definitely turned on, sister. It was turned off, okay? I could have did that. You had to stand in 2 hours, standing for 2 hours, about to pass out, and you come on this stage lip singing? Yo, I left. I'm a leaver. I left a church service one time because it wasn't preaching the way that I needed to. So I wound up leaving. I was like, all right, y'all, let me just go home. So I was like, okay, well, let me get some food. I was going to go to 7th Street Burger. But I was like, oh, no, I'm in New York. Like, let me get some pizza. How much the pizza? First thing I asked, $31. And at this point, that's how I knew I was just peer pressure, because I could have just literally left and went somewhere else. But guys, it was good. And I brought it home with me. Okay, I brought it home. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to leave this pizza in New York. I just paid almost $40 for this 4 slices of pizza. And it was a stain. It was a stain on the chair. I knew I was in New York at that moment. The first time me catching the subway in New York and the bus trains, yes, the first day was very irritating. But baby, by the second day, super duper easy. I was like, okay, I had to run for a bus one time. I was like, I ain't finna miss that bus. Hold up, yeah. And got on that bus right quick in there. So Will ate that last scene. I think, Vecna, you better put your paws up. You better bring everything that you got, because these kids are not playing. I'm so glad that Will finally stood up and stop letting that man take over your mind. Like, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. And that's what he did. So I absolutely love Stranger Things. Let me guys know if you watch Stranger Things. Let me know how you feel about it. Me, like, I just I bought a ticket to the Brooklyn Museum for $1, baby. And that museum was so huge. There's 4 different floors. So general admission, you can pay what you want, and that will give you access to the 4 floors. But they did have a whole different exhibit, Monet and Venice, that you had to pay $35 for, just because I think it was like more high profile an artist. And that it looks super cute, I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, I got enough to see with this $1. 4 different floors. And I saw this one exhibit off of TikTok that I really want to go see. Such a beautiful museum, like such a wide range of different cultures. To go to Ace Hotel in Brooklyn, and real cute. Like these two at the bottom are really cute. I like these two. My nails, y'all. Like this one, I'm just like, okay, like, but I'm not gonna lie, like they were pretty cute. They were $13 a piece, and the first 2 that came out, I was like, okay, I don't like these, so I went again and took another $13 Polaroid picture, $26, and just these 4 little things. But you know what, memories, right? So what I'm going to do with my little artifacts that I got from New York, I'm going to start like a scrap memory book and put these in the book. I just think that's so cute. And I'm like, yo, where is the train station? I'm like, yo, ask Shorty on the corner, yo, where the train at? Where the train at? But yes, guys, that was my New York 2025 trip. I had such a good time. Please do not wait for anything or anyone to do what's in your heart. If you want to see a concert, if you want to go to the bar, if you want to take a trip, anything that you want to do, please do not wait. If you're telling yourself, oh, well, I'm going to wait for so-and-so, I'm going to wait for this person to do it, you are just shooting yourself in the foot, basically. People die to come here. Kind of word that wrong. Dreams are made here in New York. It's just something about New York. And if you've been there multiple times, I think I've been to New York. It's probably like my 5th or 6th time going to New York. And all right, and if you guys like my New York trip, make sure you like, comment, and share. And until the next time, it's your girl Sydney, one with the sun, and tuning out.